allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. The meeting will please come to order. We do have proof of posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code as amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act. This time, any members of the public who wish to speak shall have 5 minutes to speak. Yes, sir.
Charles Morgan. I was going to request that I had requested before that the court address the House Bill 1818 that had been passed and signed by the governor, but it's not being properly implemented. I had requested that the county court send a letter to our governor requesting that he ask the Attorney General to give us a reading on whether noise is included in that House bill. Currently, the Road Commission chairman has made her decision that noise is not included. But the House bill says that the Road Commission must do some things to protect our citizens, and they're not doing that. And I have a list of people who are being harmed in this county. Not quite completed yet. I'll give it to you the following week. The people who are being harmed in this county. We had 4 people die in this county because of low frequency noise. And I had taken noise meter readings with my $3,000 noise meter at their homes at the time they were in the hospital and then died. We have a major issue in this county. In 2009, the average decibel level with low frequency noise was 60 decibels in the low frequency range. In the hearing range noise, it limits 55. In the low frequency range, it should be 30 or less. Today, we have 70 decibels on average around the county. I've taken the noise meter reading myself. I'm a professional engineer. I know what I'm talking about. We have a major issue in this county, and we need to have the governor to ask. He's one of the few people who can ask for an opinion of the Texas Attorney General. And we need to write a letter to him requesting that he have this Attorney General make a decision whether the noise is included in that House bill. There's a very generic statement in that House bill on purpose, but you can't define everything that's harming our people. So we need to request that the governor ask the Attorney General for an opinion on whether noise should be included in that House bill and their requirements for oil and gas. It's a critical issue in Texas. We have 27 counties in Texas with more than 1,000 gas wells. I've written a letter to all 27 county judges, just as I did to you in the questions before here, and asking them to do the same type of thing. Get an opinion. We must have an opinion. We must protect our people in this county, and right now we're not doing it.
Thank you. Anyone else? Public comment, and we'll go to item number 1, which is to approve the minutes for the July 3rd regular meeting.
Should on number 5, should that, will we move to accept the report of the JP3? Should that not be moved up under the reports?
I think we did that one separately at the time. We'll look and see, but I think that's why that was a separate meeting. I mean, a separate, motion. We'll look and check.
Get it down, I think it's further down in the book, we
I
discovered
think so,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Came back and.
Come back to it.
Thank you, Bill. All in favor, aye. Any opposed? No, the motion carries. Item number 2 is budget transfers and amendments.
Judge Grant, here's the certification in the amount of 1914. It was a grant that the sheriff's office got for.
We usually do these certifications in with the budget transfers and amendments. We do.
Uh-huh. And it's on the 3rd page where we're amending the budget.
Okay.
On number 10, we moved $3,922 from contingency, and $1,500 of that went into jail repairs and maintenance. $1,500 went into purchase services. What is purchase services? I mean, what would that consist of in that transfer?
You have the list of what that was for in that 1,500. There was some for lawn service.
Some for grant work.
Okay, that's the purchase services.
I
Okay.
think it was in
And
that
lawn
number 10
service.
though.
What kind of jail repairs did we do? Jail repairs and maintenance. What did we do with that other 1,500? Anybody know?
Texas A&A Fire Safety.
Ma'am?
Texas A&A Fire Safety, that's for their, let me look at the bill right quick.
Did they have to have some alarms, smoke alarms,
Mhm.
repairs?
Services on their alarms when it got leaked and they got wet. It messed up all their smoke alarms and everything. This is a $1,500 bill, repairing the smoke detectors. Labor was $240. They troubleshot and replaced 5 smoke detectors in the deal due to water damage. And the labor with that was $960. And I guess they had to buy 5 more smoke detectors, and that was $322. For a total of $1,522. And that was as a result of water.
Who was that bill made out to? Who was it made to?
Texas A&A Fire Safety.
And they're from
They
somewhere?
are out of Hewitt, Texas.
Hewitt, okay, thank you.
That number 11, what's that, 13,000?
That is the grant works. They are preparing an update on the hazard mitigation plan. And we do have a grant for that, but we have to pay it up front and then they reimburse later.
Okay. I mean, reimbursed.
We haven't got the reimbursement yet.
Right.
That'll be a while. Other discussion? If not, do we have a motion to approve the budget transfers and amendments and also the certification for the $1,914 from the Department of Justice for grant on that vest. We did already have a motion? She said no. So do, can we have one?
You get it.
Okay. You have the motion and a second.
We had it, I was just.
She said we didn't have it.
Oh, we might.
We have it now.
Got it.
Okay, do we have a second?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 3 is to approve and pay bills.
On page 15. One services, road sign, we buy those for the whole county, $883.
Yes, that is the 911 department. About 71, which is on page 15, and we do buy road signs for the entire county out of that.
And I called about that because it was so much more than the last time we bought them. It was like $300 more. And I called and they said that's because the steel had gone up. But it was like $500 the last time we bought them.
This is road sign for county roads? The blank. Oh, just a blank? Just a blank. You put on
That Steve puts the letters on it.
And we do file that on our grant, our 911 grant, so we do get that reimbursed back.
Reimbursed, yeah.
So is he putting those signs up now? He putting up the county road
He's
sign?
making them, or y'all are making them, but he's not putting them up.
You know, he's making one. He may do one, but one.
You're special, baby.
I'm special, I guarantee you. Ask anybody in here. He did make me one.
Yeah, you might.
And I bet if you requested it, we'll put up.
Oh, good.
I said, I believe you might.
Okay. You will. Show ass you got that.
Y'all can talk about that.
Full
I
tag.
got quite a bit of them to go up.
Maybe we need to talk to him about that. How about we- Any other discussion on the bills?
Make a motion that we pay the bill.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 4 is payroll. We don't have any, is that correct? Oh, we do.
No, we do.
We have a salary change, so. We do have you at your spot. Have you reviewed that?
I have a question about the one that says outside of pay scale. How can it be outside the pay scale?
So this is what we encounter every time they put a jail sergeant in place, or a dispatch sergeant on the pay scale, they're at 30. Y'all had approved before individually that they go up to that 3240. And so they put that in their request to have them paid at 3240, and it's outside the pay scale, so I note it every time. This will have this every time until we change the pay scale to match what Jeremy has requested.
I thought we only did that one time. I thought we only approved those ones at that time. We were doing it individually when we first began the new pay scale.
All right, this is a jailer,
A jail sergeant. It's
Jail
the jail
sergeant.
sergeant position.
okay?
What's a jail sergeant pay on our scale? I mean, on what?
Per the approved pay scale, it's $30,000 a year.
Okay,
When that was approved before,
now what's on that scale, on that thing right there?
30,000.
30,000. Okay, so what are we gonna pay this one?
it's $30,240 is the payroll authorization.
And that's $240 a year difference because his schedule that he has is just a little different. $240 a year. difference, right?
That is correct.
$20 a month.
So I think when we approved that, I don't think we were
I
going
think
to
there was
change
a
the pay
question.
scale.
I think
There
there was
you
a
go,
question
because this
about
pay
the-
scale ain't right anyway, and your
Yeah.
guys weren't even on this pay scale.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what that was.
They aren't on the pay scale?
No, not properly,
We're not on the pay scale?
I believe they
not
are.
properly.
We'll look at that. All right.
So from now on, we're gonna go up to that 32, whatever it is.
That's what we've been doing since the day we changed it.
So it looked like what we need to do, so that it wouldn't be a problem, we need to change that amount on the pay scale, so that way we won't have that problem.
That whole pay scale needs to be changed back to when all the money and what people were making changed, that never did, on anybody.
So the one I look at that's in my desk door is not correct? How come we don't want to correct it?
Because y'all are the ones that have to approve this.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
we
there was a
approved the pay.
question,
Approved it, it's
there was
there.
a question as to what actually was approved on that day. I don't think the minutes were probably, not the minutes, I don't think we were probably clear enough on it that day. We need to revisit it.
So let me ask you one quick question. Is everybody, is everyone pretty much correct on the pay scale?
Everything pretty much right now is fitting into the pay scale unless y'all do something outside of the pay scale, and that's why I noted on the sheet, like I've been requested to do if it's outside the pay scale, so that's why I'm noting that. The only ones that are in question, every single time is the dispatch sergeant, if they replace them, which they have not had to replace the dispatch sergeant, or the jail sergeant, which has been replaced twice, I believe, that we've had to bring this before y'all, being outside the pay scale, and it's that $240.
$240.
And I have done a new pay scale that fits that in, that I've tried to see if we could have y'all adopt, so if y'all wanna do that, I have it already ready.
We'll be talking about that salary thing, and, let's look at what we're talking about the road and bridge workers too. All right, for today, do we have a motion to approve that payroll with that $240 difference?
I second.
All right, all in favor, aye? Motion carried. Item 5 is reports. A report from JP2 for June. District clerk for June. Tax office, or, this is actually their annual report for July the 1st through June the 30th. County clerk for June. Senior services for June. Auditor's report for June, and the treasurer's report based on that. This is the one that will be put on the website. We need everybody to sign this. All right, does anybody else have a report?
You say the tax office? Okay. Motion accepted.
A second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 6, burn ban. Can we just discussion on that? If not, we'll go to item number 7, special road use agreements. We have from Riviera Resources a request to release some surety bonds, and this was on permit for use of roads for moving a drilling rig, and it was in 14.
No. County Road 540, 536, 596, 240, 441, 489, they're all on me.
Now, those are ones that they are, want to continue with the bonds as long as there's production in the county on those. We tried to find these on the bonds, we tried to find the bonds, we asked the county clerk to look for them in their new system. It is difficult to find anything. We have searched, and it's not the only thing. But, when did we change to this new system? I know y'all had trouble finding October 19th, yeah. Previously, the one we had, we could search in our office, but we can't really find anything new than that, so. But it was moving a drilling rig, and it was in 14, so I'm assuming that drilling rig was, that part was completed. So do we have a motion to release those that are in connection
It
with
says drilling rig equipment.
equipment for those? That was in 14. So we can release them or not release them?
I'd like to read them first. I'd like to see them before we release them, because
Well,
it says all county roads, oversized permits.
Okay,
This is
now-
one they're gonna maintain and keep.
they're gonna maintain these. But if you read that first, it says with a permit for the use of roads within for moving drilling rig equipment. Okay, well then, we'll see if we can maybe go back to the company and see if they'll furnish us something.
You'll table it.
Now we'll just, I don't know when we'll be able to get it.
Okay.
Are you here with that? No. No, okay. Anybody? No. All right. All right, do we have a motion to accept the, no, we don't have any at all, do we? For road use agreements. Somebody else have one? Then we'll go to item number 8, to approve on-site education certificates. Does anyone have that? All right, then we'll go to item number 9, to accept Commissioner's annual road reports. We have an annual road report for 1, 2, 3, and 4. All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 10 is the ACA reporting and tracking service. You want to talk about that?
Yes, what this is a couple years ago, when they did the Affordable Care Act, and we started having to do the 1095 and 94Cs. At that time, the county went into contract with TAC for us to do the 95Cs and TAC to do the 95Bs to send out to each employee, and it's based on the insurance. It's just that we provide them insurance throughout the year, and you just have to show what we provided for them throughout the year. And so, being part of the HEBP, which we are with TAC, they now do that for free. There was a cost up front originally, but now they, if you're a member, they don't charge you to do the 95Cs. We just have to submit this agreement, and then we have to provide them a file every payroll that we do. And so they, if you see in here, they've waived the late fee, because right now they would have charged us a late fee, but they've waived that if we want to get on this year from right now and do it for them to do. They already do the Bs, they'll just be doing the Cs, and If we have them mail it out, they charge $1.50 per one they mail out. If we don't want to do that part, they'll just mail it to us and then we hand it out, which is what I feel like y'all would rather do, which would be, no cost to tag. And I've also contacted, Net Data because they have to put an icon on our, computer just for us to upload that, which we already do that with our direct deposit and different stuff. And, they said there will be no charge for that. So if we go with this, it'll be no charge to the county as long as we maintain their deadlines and stuff. And like I said, the one deadline that we would have right now, they've waived that fee.
If you're recommending that we,
Since they already do the Bs for us, and they already do the Cs, but
and do you like finally send that to him?
yeah, it's just the same way we do our ACHs, and, our retirement. We already have icons on the computer when we upload those, it'll be the same way. And Net Data recommends that, especially for the ones that Net Data was doing that for them, which they weren't doing it for us, we were doing our own, but Net Data even recommends that you go with that. They said it's way easier.
I'm just reading here, who's gonna provide all this stuff to them?
So we will be providing it to them, our
The
office.
treasurer's office
Yes.
will provide it?
Yeah.
Electronic. They'll just, they can see it, upload it, see it.
What benefit is this to us?
The benefit to us is, right now, we do the 1095s, so we order the forms, so there's a cost to us to order the forms and all that. They'll be doing all that for us. They're already doing the Bs, so they'll just do the Cs at the same time, and so instead of them doing the Bs and us doing the Cs, and the legwork involved in that, they'll just do it all, then they'll send the forms to us, and right now, other than anyone that's left the county, we hand them out, so we don't have the expense of stamps with county employees. We just mail the ones that are no longer with us.
If we enter into this and we have a problem, how do we get out of it? Are we under a contract for a year, 2 years, 6 months?
I did not let Brian look at that. I can let him look at that.
I think we didn't know what we were getting into.
I'm assuming at any time that we want to take back over our 1085Cs, they would let us take it back over, but I'm just assuming that.
And they're already doing those other forms for us, so they do. And it is with the Association of Counties.
If we weren't a member of the HEBP, then there would be a charge, but because we are a member of that, that's why they do that for their counties. So additional benefit for the counties because we're a member.
So they already doing part of it. I would make a motion that we, go ahead and allow them to do the rest, to accept the AC reporting and tracking service.
Enter into that agreement.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 11, consider awarding the bid for tree trimming. Service.
Okay, well, I think y'all have the sheet in there, and, do you wanna?
Unless y'all have any questions, I know last time there was back and forth on how we would go about if there was an emergency and the person that received the bid wasn't able to do it. Karen and I looked at that a little bit closer, and just like any other bid, once you bid that person, that's who you're supposed to use. Obviously, if there's some sort of emergency, you need to get the job done. It's kind of a free-for-all from there. You don't have to go down the bid, you don't need to rank them 1, 2, 3. I think we have 3, right, or 4? 3, yeah, you have 3. So you don't have to rank them and say, you need to use number 1 first, and 2 second, and 3 third. You're just awarding a bid, and after that, you can use whoever you need to use if there is some sort of emergency situation. I think that was the specific question that we had last time.
Make a motion, we get down to JK.
I second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed?
When can we start using them?
Now. Motion second and vote. Okay. All right, we'll go to item number 12, to accept the interlocal agreement for the division of equipment and consumables between Texas consumable supplies. And this is y'all's interaction with Texas DMV, with all the work y'all do. Yes. If y'all have a question, you have to ask her. This is something that we're working on. This is just something we've been doing for forever.
Yes, it's just changing from TXDOT, the contract from TXDOT to TXDMV.
I said that.
All in favor, aye. Carried. Thanks for coming over. That was painless, wasn't it? Item 13 is a presentation on special fundraising event for the community food bank. And you're married, right?
I am married, yes, Liz. Liz Thornton, thank you for your time today. We wanted to let you know an event that's taking place and see how you might be able to participate with us. The River of Life Food Pantry, which was 3,500 square feet, moved last August from its old location, which was where the Dollar Tree is now, to its new location, 7,500 square feet warehouse facility on the church's property. We're distributing food from the warehouse space since August, but the lobby is an empty shell and it's waiting for funds to complete it. We need about $20,000 to $25,000 to complete the lobby. In 2018, the pantry gave out fed approximately 82,000 people and distributed 3.5 million pounds of food. A home delivery service is provided to homebound senior citizens, 90 of them, throughout Freestone County. And Mr. Ed O'Neill is one of our drivers, so we appreciate your help in that. The need for the complete the lobby is why the Freestone County community has launched a fundraiser campaign and a fundraising event. Mary's going to tell you about the event. We want to let you we're asking you to be a part of this much needed project by being a financial sponsor. And the materials will be handed out to you in just a few minutes. We want you to know that also there's fresh produce that's given away to other communities and to college campuses. Because now we have churches and other organizations that are volunteering their time and financial donation to the project instead of just River of Life. And because we have the warehouse facility, we can distribute more food than ever before. And because we serve all of Freestone County and beyond, the new name is Community Food Bank. Thank you for your time, and we'll take questions after Mary tells you about the event. Okay, so we're doing a big event on September 14th. It's a Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're calling it a country fair. So it's going to be like a one-day festival of all kinds of fun things to do. You can buy food, which is one of our main money-generating activities that will be happening there. There will be a kids zone. There will be 2 stages. One will have performances of local people. Another will have demonstrations of just fun things to learn, like I think Rachel's going to do one teaching kids how to play the ukulele, things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The whole idea is to raise money for this Complete the Lobby campaign that we're doing. As she said, we're asking for financial as well as awareness on your part so that you know about it, and any participation that you might like to get involved in. For instance, we're doing I don't know what you call that, dump the big shot, where they dump them in a tank of water, dunking booth, yeah. So maybe one of you would like to be a victim on it. Just for fun.
I've done that before, but I was much younger.
I
So there you have it. I'm doing a lot of the publicity and kind of spearheading a lot of the publicity. My background, I have a degree in journalism with an emphasis in marketing. I'm from Nebraska, a farm girl from Nebraska. So I'm not one of y'all, but I'm learning the language, y'all. So I've been here, my husband and I have lived here since 2001, off and on. My background is totally public relations, publicity, promotion, I have put on events all over Nebraska. Mostly commercial events, but some nonprofit events like this one. So I do have a good background. What you all would get from this is a lot of positive exposure. You know, we would have your name all over on easels with boards. It would be mentioned in the press releases, which we're doing a press release almost every week. When different sponsors get on board, we do a picture right away, we get it in the paper, which we appreciate the paper's support, the two papers' support for that. So that's kind of the background the contribution you would give and what you would get back from it is basically positive impression and goodwill. Rest assured that we will run this event very professionally. We'll have the police support, we'll have accident emergency services right on the grounds. It'll be well organized. We'll have vendors indoors and outdoors, so there's a lot of things going on. We have a great committee spearheading this, and I'm going to need your help on mentioning all the people. Lisa Schick.
Lisa Schick is handling the emergency services personnel. We want them to be on board, to be there, and to let kids, as much as possible, get on all the equipment that's safe. We're asking the state park to come out and bring a boat and give water safety information. We're asking
Teresa Ferris is doing
the entertainment. Judge Grant is helping us, possibly working with Workforce Solutions in Waco to have a job fair in conjunction. Warren and I talked about that. So we just have a lot of components. We have Rachel Bozier is involved in it. She's going to be doing a video of testimonials of the clients of the food bank and also other drivers.
That will be running during the whole event in the shell. In the lobby there. We'll find a television. We haven't got one donated yet, but we'll find one.
And Patty Pratt from the museum is handing out brochures. So we've had such positive response when we've met with many different people. We can't name them all, but we just wanted to share.
So, as she mentioned, we're starting to get some good sponsors. A bank, CCC, which is the Community Care Club that I'm representing, has it's a club on the southeast part of the lake, which is where I live. And Comm Bank has already joined with us. We already have a few what I call in-kind contributors. For instance, my church, the Lakeside Methodist Church, is doing all the printing for us, which really helps. So
we're working with the people in the industrial park. Custom Hose, is that he's working with his hires out there, so we're visiting with them as well.
So the papers I'm going to give to you have a little flyer about the event itself. It also has a background about the Community Food Bank, which kind of expands on what Liz just mentioned to you. It also has information about the sponsorships. So what we're asking of you is your awareness, your input, but all of you as well. So there will be some extra sheets here, and maybe we can leave them, and you can, if anybody wants one, we'll give you one. And it's about pretty much everything you need to know that we know right now about the event. We will be doing flyers, by the way. We have this little flyer that's already out. We have been passing it out to every town in Freestone County and a few towns beyond, because the food bank serves all of Freestone County, but several counties beyond Freestone. And then a little later, once the entertainment is all solidified, we'll be doing a little trifold thing that will be on people's desks or on people's counters, like various businesses or stores will have them on counters. It will be put out about 3 weeks before the event, and then also given to people at the event so that they know where things are. But by being out there 3 weeks ahead of time, it lists every sponsor that we have at that point. So that's another place that you would be seen for any of your businesses. I think that's it. Do we have any questions?
How many people do y'all serve a week? Do you know? How many people do you serve?
You'd have to buy, I guess, by the 82,000 by 2 weeks. I don't have it weekly.
How many days a week do y'all serve?
The bank is open now on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12:30. And then we do the once a month deliveries, that's the third Tuesday of the month.
But the home deliveries to people.
That's once a month, the third Tuesday.
We would like to, I want to be a part of that. What I'm going to do with our church, what we're going to do, we're going to give you $250 for the next 4 weeks, starting in August, which will total $1,000.
One of the outcomes, the indirect benefit of this is we expect the relationship from more churches. One of the things we need is we need the food bank open on Saturdays. And the volunteers at the River of Life Church are maxed out. So if we could develop relationships where a church would take maybe one Saturday a month, be fully trained, know how to do the computers, and then we could help.
So that's an offshoot of this whole campaign.
We
A
know
lot
a
of
lot
it's
of our-
awareness and involvement, participation.
A lot of people in our county need to come, they may be underemployed and be eligible to come, and they can't take off during that time to come and get the services, so we need to expand it.
We have different groups, different church groups, and different clubs, as CCC Community Care Club is. We bring a group 1 day a week and volunteer. We've been volunteering 1 day a month, actually, for 10 years. And it's growing, and we love that, but we're looking for more participation.
Anything else today? You said you've already talked to them?
Yes, he's gonna contact or he has already contacted Workforce Solutions, give him my name.
And I will leave some packets of information on one of the chairs for anyone else.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Item number 14, to award bids for the air conditioning, road base, solid waste, bulk fuel, and culverts. 14. And they are- If you want to, this is the first one we have is the HVAC.
We sent that out to, like 9 different vendors, and we had one, and I put the list on there on the sheet, which y'all can see who all we sent it to. And then we only got one in return, which was Elite Air, which is who we have right now.
Make a motion, please.
And I just want to add something real quick. It's considerably cheaper than it was last year. So, it was like, at the very top number, it was like 51 last year, and it's 45. And it's like at 3,500 last year, and it's 2,800 this year, so it is,
Our filter changes.
Yes. Yes.
With the semi-annual maintenance.
Yes, that was 5,100 last year.
Yes. All right, and they're doing a great job for us.
They are.
It's always good because all right, you made a motion.
Don't make a motion to accept the Elite Air.
I second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. All right, the next one on here is road base. Road base. It's a sign. It's road and base material bid.
Who is Lane C material?
Let me see, they are out of Posse, Texas. We sent this to 7 vendors, and we got back, 6 bids. Yes. We can, you know, some are cheaper than others on certain things, like they do the flex and, you know, you've got to look at also the locations too. Like for Knife River, they're located in certain places, so they're gonna, you know, they'll be cheaper. But the coal mix that they buy a lot is a different price. Maybe a lower price with one vendor versus another vendor that's cheaper and another like flex, so. Yes, they need to, yes, yes. Mhm. And to me, down here at the bottom, the TMS, you know, they're quite a bit cheaper. They're the only ones that do the slag. And Diamond JK, I don't know if they put in hauling expenses, but you know, they looked, I mean, like they're quite a bit, the prices were quite a bit higher. So, well, it said material only on the bid.
I
It
tried to
says-
call them, I tried to call them online, we didn't. You said, can't put the way, somebody else had done it. I said, well, let's fit it. Yeah, just look at
But but beside each thing, it says material only for bid on,
Per
so.
ton.
Per ton.
Knife River on the rock.
Accept them all.
You do that? You bet. All right.
I second that.
Next one is solid waste. 1 million?
Yes, we can get to that.
These are the ones that she sent in. Summer and Bowl, is that for you? Oh, that's the name of the.
That's the name of the company.
Another thing we're really talking about is annual cleanup.
Did they bid an annual cleanup?
They did, it's right there.
Right under,
It's right under the grant.
Some,
over lead.
I got you.
We'll be discussing that in the budget too. You know, everybody talked about having one, but we have one every year, but it's open to everybody.
That's right.
The county's come and bring it. So, all right, we have a motion on the solid waste.
Make a motion that we accept public services.
Sir.
All in favor, aye? Motion carried. All right, the next is bulk fuel. We have 3 bidders.
We had, yes. We actually sent it to 6, and we had 3 return.
I did a little deal, got Karen to help me on it, Chris. We use 43,000, about at 43,000 gallons of fuel since October. And the difference between Winters and Suncoast is a fraction under a penny. That's $430. You might say, roundabout, if we went with Suncoast. I like to stay with Winters because of their service, and they're local, and they're paying taxes here.
I second that. Second
So that's considered road materials covered, culverts, isn't it?
Yes,
So we can accept both of them?
yes.
I make a motion to accept both of them.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Item number 15, budget workshop.
Judge, can we take about a 10-minute break?
We surely can.
Thank you.
We'll take about a 10-minute break.
Oh,
Let's say
I'll just
five.
get my budget shoes on now.